fire trainees are preparing to head into this burning building behind me. For a lot of them, it's their first experience head-on with fire. In just a few minutes, the first AHA airlines will be touching ground right here at the Medford Airport. AHA stands for Air Hotel Adventure. Now, the airport director tells me he's excited to offer this new addition. Anna, in checking in with local school districts, I've learned they're taking many different approaches. Some school districts are allowing more leeway with its exempt staff, while the Ashland School District is taking a stronger approach. Grace, the standoff took place behind me here on Butler Avenue earlier today. Police say 19-year-old Zenobius Lyon shot his 17-year-old brother during an altercation. Craig, Grace, earlier this morning, police began the massive cleanup process that's expected to take weeks, perhaps even months. Various organizations at the local, state, and federal level all came together to make this happen. As you can see behind me, the operation is already in full swing.
On the interstate tonight. Jenna?
Craig, ODOT says it has workers out here tonight doing their part to help get you to your destination. But it also asks for you to do your part when driving and drive safe.
Just so I get to ride, that's the most important thing. It doesn't matter where, just so I can get on that thing and twist that throttle.
Harry Howard is 94 years young. He shows no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, being out in the wind and to have that power at the twist of a wrist and to hear the sound of that thing and feel the surge when it takes off and all that put together is just a great experience.
The Southern California native has always had a passion for motorcycles. He's been riding them since 1949.
They're fascinating. There's so much technology incorporated into them, and basically they're just fun to ride.
Howard is a World War II and Korean War veteran. He was in high school when World War II broke out.
I was in the Merchant Marine for 2 years and got married, and then I got drafted into the Army in 1952 until 1954.
After he served, he worked selling printing presses for 40 years. And then a vacation to Oregon led to his calling the Rogue Valley home. Owner Terry Martin saw him eyeing the new bikes at their shop this week. Howard picked up his 2021 Street Glide Tuesday and was off.
He looked at me and said, I think when you're 94 years old, you should ride whatever you want. And I said, yes, you should, Harry. You should ride whatever you want.
I can still do this, and I'll keep on until, well, we'll see.
Grace, Public Health tells me locally COVID-19 booster shots for all 3 vaccines are available now. I checked in with nearby counties to see how the distribution process is going.
Broken up, and along with the timeline. She's live with the details. Hey, Jenna.
Shelley, a sigh of relief coming to many in the Klamath Basin. The Klamath Water Users Association tells me this funding will benefit thousands in Klamath County. Greg, I'm here on the 10th Street Bridge in Medford by the I-5 viaduct. Police say yesterday morning a man was found dead on the banks of Bear Creek. Now housing advocates are worried for others to find that same fate.
I would say the building is at a total loss.
The Galice Resort, a hot spot for all things rafting, music, and hot meals in Merlin, is now mostly gone. The resort was open mid-morning Tuesday when we're told workers saw smoke and quickly evacuated.
They smelled smoke, they saw a haze of smoke in the building, they started to evacuate, and as soon as the last people were leaving the building, there was fire coming through the floor.
At 10:30, Rural Metro Fire responded to the structure fire that soon became a 2-alarm fire. That calls for additional resources from other local fire departments.
We went into action to try and keep it contained to the building and make sure it wasn't spreading, because we're on a steep hill here, and once it gets going, it's hard to stop.
Grants Pass Fire Rescue, Rogue River Fire District, and Oregon Department of Forestry also joined in the effort to contain the flames and save the building. 5 ODF engines, a Type 2 helicopter, and an air attack plane were all called in to help. Firefighters say the helicopter did 20 bucket drops to douse the flames.
There was threat to have that fire spread to wildland and to kind of spark off a little bit, and it did. There ended up being about 5 spot fires in and around the area, and so we did respond to those and put those out as quickly as possible.
The main building, which holds both the store, kitchen, restaurant, and its patio, were completely destroyed. Nobody was hurt in the fire. The cabin rentals just above the property were not harmed. The boat rental area remains intact as well.
My understanding was staff actually went back to the garage portion of the building that was not yet burning, and they were able to pull away all the vans and the rafts and the oars and a lot of the equipment that they use for raft rentals and get them out onto the street away from the fire and save them from burning.
Despite that bit of good news, Tuesday's shocking fire at one of Merlin's iconic locations will leave a hole in the community.
Great place to come and meet friends and meet up here before you go on a river rafting trip. Come back here and get your gear and your cars and do the same and just have fun. It means a lot to the community.
Grace, Jackson County Public Health tells me it's seeing its highest number of hospitalizations to date. Asante says these patients are younger, sicker, and their health is declining faster.